welcome to the KnowONEcares channel. It's your boy Troy. Man, I appreciate you tuning in. Comment, like, subscribe to the KnowONEcares channel. Now in today's video, I want to talk about Shanquella Robinson. She was 25 years old from Charlotte, and she had went on a vacation to San Jose on October 29th, and she traveled there with 6 so-called friends. Now, Robinson's travel companions initially said her death was caused by alcohol poisoning, but a homicide investigation was launched after an autopsy and found she suffered severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, which is an instability of the first 2 neck vertebrae. Now, before I get into this article, because there has been an arrest warrant issued for the death of Shanquella Robinson, I want to talk about females. They have a natural hostility towards other females. It's a natural thing. Women biologically understand that the way they look is very important. And you can see this by a lot of the plastic surgery being done, BBLs, etc. Women are taught growing up that, a man should worship them. A man should always approach them. A man is going to fall into their arms. They're not taught to put in the work to improve themselves, to improve their look, to improve their femininity. They're not taught those things. They're taught that it's just going to happen for them. And what happens is as a woman, she gets older, she starts realizing that she's not getting the attention that other women are getting. She's not getting the benefits, the looks, the dates. And it frustrates women. It frustrates them. And they start to build, a little bit of jealousy, hostility towards the women that do get it. It's not like men. Most men, we feel like, hey, if it's something we want, we can work and get it. As long as that young man hasn't been raised up under all females, he feels like, hey, if I put in the work, I can get it too. But for women, it's different. It's different. And so women have to be very careful, understand that the average woman that doesn't get the same attention and benefits as you is going to have some hidden animosity towards you. And it's going to be hidden. But what really hurts women is they're emotionally led. Their decision making is led by how they feel instead of logical thinking. So that's what really hurts women, and they start to believe that this person is their friend, that person is their friend. And if you are not on top of that, you can get into some trouble. And so that's why, when it comes to man, if you don't separate yourself, from another woman, if you're 50-50 with a woman, she's going to look at you as another woman. If you're doing less than your woman, she's going to look at you as a woman. And women naturally have animosity for other women. So that's why men who go 50-50 or men who are in a less financial position than their woman, that's why they get treated differently than the men who are in a higher position financially than their woman. A man that has financial leverage, is in his masculinity, he's going to get treated differently than a weak man. And that's why this happens. That's why women have to be aware of other women. You have to be aware of your so-called friends. And Shanquella went on a trip with 6 people, and I think 2 of them were males. Well, when you got males that lack masculinity, that lack masculine guidance, they act as females also, because the man didn't step in and help Shanquella. No real man is going to allow a woman to get beat down right in front of him. It's just not going to happen. He's not going to allow someone to be overpowered. He's not going to allow something unfair to happen in front of him. So you had two feminine males on the trip. Then you had 4 fake friends on the trip. She was probably set up. So women have to be really aware of their emotions and who their real friends are, and to think logically. Be aware of who your friends are, what type of person they are, what they got going on in their lives, so that something like this won't happen. It says an arrest warrant was issued Wednesday in the death of 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson, an American woman vacationing in Mexico, for an alleged perpetrator who was not named. So, hey, I know you guys have seen the video. It says this case is fully clarified. We even have a court order. There is an arrest warrant issued for the crime of femicide to the detriment of the victim and against an alleged perpetrator, a friend of her who is the direct aggressor. Actually, it wasn't a quarrel, but instead a direct aggression, and that's what you saw in the video. You saw her beating down Shanquella while she was on the ground. ABC News spoke to Shanquella Robinson's mother, Salamandra Robinson, on Wednesday, and when told that there is an arrest warrant issued for the crime against her daughter, and hearing the news for the first time, she responded, "I feel so good. That's a good feeling. That's what we have been waiting for someone to finally be held accountable and arrested. I just can't wait for justice to be served." And she said one of the guys that were there was coming over to the house every day, comforting the family. And he constantly was telling the mom that there wasn't a fight, that it was alcohol poisoning. And then once the mom got the autopsy information, the guy never came over again. So in this situation, you have a group of fake friends, 4 females, and 2 dudes that were feminine, that wasn't 100, that was fake, that had animosity, that had hostility, and they were really hating on Shanquella. If whoever didn't step in and help Shanquella, they were against Shanquella. And that's why, you have to be careful, especially our females. Just because our women will allow their emotions to overtake their logic. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. It's your boy Troy. No one cares, man. It's all on you. No one really is going to care about you how you care about you. But you got to know one cares, and that's the man upstairs, and he wants you to become the best version of yourself. I'm out.